We laughed in the kitchen like nothing could break. Burnt coffee, cheap wine, love in the making. You leaned on my shoulder like it was home. I didn't know then I'd end up alone. Time was soft, we didn't know. It was slipping quiet, slow. The last time felt normal was you saying my name, like it still meant forever, like it still felt the same. We didn't see the ending, hiding in the light. Didn't know that was the last time felt right. Now I'm chasing something I can't recall. Just the last time felt normal, that's all. Your jacket still hangs by the door like a ghost. I reach for it first without thinking the most. Every corner of this house remembers you. Even the silence knows what we used to do. I replay it like a fading song, wondering where it all went wrong. The last time felt normal was you holding my hand. No distance between us, no cracks in the plan. We were living inside a moment so bright. We never thought it would end in goodbye. Now I'm stuck in what I can't recall. Just the last time felt normal, that's all. If I could step back into that day, I'd never let it slip away. But time doesn't wait, it doesn't want, it just takes where we were born. And I'm still there when I close my eyes, in a version of us that didn't die. The last time felt normal was us being us. No overthinking, no breaking trust. Now every memory cuts like a knife, because that was the softest part of my life. And I'm losing more than I can recall. Just the last time felt normal, that's all. If I ever find my way back through, I'll be looking for the old me and you. You left without a sound, no closing door. Just quieter rooms than we had before. Your absence didn't crash or break, it just learned how much I'd ache. I still wait for your reply to words that never said goodbye. It's the silence you left behind that's louder than any goodbye. It fills the space where you used to be, like a shadow I can't unsee. And I don't know what hurts more still, the leaving or the way you will forever echo in my mind. The silence you left behind. Your side of the bed stays untouched and cold, like a story that won't grow old. I talk to the air like you might hear, but all I get is dissipating fear. Even memories hesitate, like they don't know how to stay. It's the silence you left behind that rewrites every part of time. No fight, no fire, just fading slow. A love I can't let go, and I'm still trying to define the silence you left left behind? Did you plan it or just drift away? Was there ever something left to say? Or did we end before we knew? The ending was already true. Now I listen just to hear the shape of you that isn't here. The silence you left behind that lives inside my every line. No last words to understand, just emptiness where you once planned. And I still feel you intertwined with the silence you left behind. So I keep it all unsaid in the space inside my loud. You never raised your voice at me. You just went quiet gradually, like I was something you outgrew, without a word to pull me through. And I learned to read the air for signs you weren't there. The silence you taught me hurts the most. It follows me like a fading ghost. No final fight, no breaking scene, just empty space between the green of what we were and what we've become. A love undone by what was not. And now I speak, but I still hear the silence you taught me here. You turned your answers into space, like distance was a safer place. I fill the gaps with my own hope, but hope is fragile when you don't. I should have known the way you'd leave was learning how not to speak. The silence you taught me stays too long. It rewrites every right to wrong. I hear it louder than your name. It echoes through my every frame, and I don't know what I became. Inside the silence you trained, was it easier to disappear than say the words I needed here? Or did you think I wouldn't break if you just let the quiet take? Now I talk just to fill the air, but no one answers anywhere. The silence you taught me won't let go. It's in every place I go. No goodbye, just drifting thin. No goodbye, just drifting thin. Where your voice should have been, and I still feel it like a star. The silence you taught me all along, so I listen when I'm alone to the quiet that understand me. The silence you taught me. We didn't crash, we didn't break. No final words, no big mistake. Just less of you each passing day. I didn't see it start to go. It left in make a woe. It left in ways too soft to know. It was a slow fade out of love. No warning, no push, no shove. Just silence, learning how to stay in every little thing we say. And now I'm left to live without a slow fade out. You still stood there the same, like a shadow wearing your name. I reached for you, you weren't there, but I pretended you still cared, and every fine was just disguise for goodbye behind your eyes. It was a slow fade out of us, no anger left to turn to dust, just drifting hearts that lost their sound before we knew we were unwound. And I'm still learning what it's about, this slow fade out. Was it me, or was it time that quietly erased your mind? Or did we both just let it go without ever saying so? Now I replay every scene where you were slowly leaving me. It was a slow fade in me. It was a slow fade out. I should've loved, I couldn't hold on to. No final door, no closing light, and I'm still standing here in doubt. It ended softer than a way I should it, I understood, but it's that slow fade out. The night feels louder than it used to be. Your side of the bed is haunting me. Pillows cold where your head once lay. Silence screams in a cruel way. I reach for you out of habit still, but all I touch is an empty chill. It's the sound of empty bed sheets calling out your name. Every restless turn just echoes all the pain, like a whisper in the dark I can't avoid. It's the sound of us that's now destroyed, and every tear just repeats the sound of empty bed sheets. Your t-shirts hanging on the chair, like you might come back and find it there. But the clock keeps ticking, getting truth in time. You're not coming back, and you're not mine. I try to sleep, but dreams betray. They bring you back, then take you away. It's the sound of empty bed sheets calling out your name. Every restless turn just echoes all the pain, like a whisper in the dark I can't avoid. It's the sound of us that's now destroyed, and every tear just repeats the sound of empty bed sheets. Was it something I didn't say, or did we just slowly fade away? Now I'm tangled in the ghost of you, and every thread I'm falling through, and I'd give anything just to rewind, to feel your heartbeat next to mine. It's the sound of empty bed sheets where your warmth won't stay. Every inch of me still aches for yesterday, but the silence is a truth I have to keep, and all that's left of me is the sound of empty bed sheets. So I lie awake where we use sheets. The air feels heavier in this room, like it's remembering me and you. Your eyes where you stood every night. I try to fill it, but it stays that empty shape you never stayed. This is the space where you used to breathe, where your silence used to lean on me. Every inch still knows your name. Every shadow feels the same, and I'm haunted in a quiet way by the space where you used to stay. The chair you liked is still turned in, like you might walk back in again. I leave the door unlocked sometimes, just to trick my mind. But time don't care what hearts believe, it only takes what it needs. This is the space where you used to breathe. Now it echoes what I can't release. Every wall remembers touch that I still miss too much, and I'm learning how to grieve the space where you used to breathe. If I stood still long enough, would your memory become enough? Or is love just dust we chase in an empty, quiet place? And I swear I feel you near in the hush you left behind here. This is the space where you used to breathe, where I learned what loss can mean. No goodbye, just drifting slow, like a wind I'll never know. And I'm still down on my knees in the space where you used to breathe. So I'll keep it untouched, unhealed, a room that's heartbeat still believes. You stopped saying my name out loud, like it didn't belong to your mouth. Somehow, no fight, somehow. No fight, no door slammed shut, just to quiet the cutting cuts. Now even memories lose their place, and I'm talking just to hear a sound in a house where love broke down. It's strange how goodbye can be so still, like nothing but it hurts you until this is the weight of silence on my chest, heavier than words we never said or confessed. It presses down where your hands used to be, like you're still here but not with me. No tears loud enough to break this calm, just the echo of your missing arms. And I'm learning what it means to drown in a love that never made a sound, in a love that never made a sound. Your side of the bed is perfectly made, like love itself just quietly decayed. The air remembers how you breathe, but forgets the warmth you gave to me. I replay every look you gave, searching for something I could save. But even the past feels far away, like it learned not to stay. And I wonder if you feel it too, this silence between me and you. This is the weight of silence on my chest, a goodbye that never came in text. It lingers where your laughter used to live, taking more than I can give. No broken glass, We spoke in pauses, not in words, in half-finished thoughts that never were heard. You'd look away when it mattered most, when it mattered most. Like silence was a safer ghost, and I learned to read between the lines of everything you did in the lines of everything you didn't define. It's the weight of unsaid things that still drags me on. We didn't mean, still echoes of bye, just let it sting under the weight of unsaid things. I kept your truth behind my teeth, swallowed hurt so you could breathe. You could breathe. You built your walls out of restraint, while I turned quiet into pain. We were standing face to face, but never in the same place. It's the weight of unsaid things that still drags me on. We didn't mean, still echoes of bye, just let it sting under the weight of unsaid things. If I had spoken, would you stay? Or was the ending fixed that way? Or was the ending fixed that way? We broke in whispers, not in screams, just silent cracks in unseen dreams. And I carry every word I hid, like stones I never learned to lift. It's the weight of unsaid things that turned our love to memory. All the truth we buried deep still refuses me to sleep. We never fell, we just stopped believing under the weight of unsaid things. Now all that's left of you and me is everything we couldn't speak, and I still feel it lingering, and I still feel it lingering, the weight of unsaid things. We were written in a softer light, late spring mornings, endless nights. Your name was ink I couldn't shake. On every promise we would, on every promise we would make. But paper burns and so did we, in quiet ways no one could see. Torn pages from me still fall through my hands, a story we started but couldn't withstand. Every word we wrote now fades away, like sunlight lost in end of day. And I'm still holding what we couldn't stay, just torn pages from me. The flowers died but kept their shape, like love that couldn't escape. I read us back in worn out lines that don't match present times. I underline what we became, but the meaning doesn't stay the same. Torn pages from me still whisper your name in ink-stained memories I can't tame. Every chapter breaks in two, where forever never grew, and I don't know how to replay torn pages from me. If I taped us back together now, would it mean anything somehow? Or are we just what time erased from the a story that won't heal, and I let the wind replay the torn pages from May. Your last words still hang in the air, like a sentence that ended somewhere unfair. You turned away mid-syllable sound that left my heart on the cold hard ground. The clock still ticks like nothing changed, but I replay every word rearranged, searching for meaning in what you didn't say. Like silence's answers I can't replay. Oh, and I keep talking to the empty room, like you might walk back in soon. But just unfinished conversations, left on read by faded destinations. Every goodbye we never made real, still bleeding into the way I feel. I speak your name into the dark at night, hoping it might somehow make it right. But love doesn't end, it just drifts away in unfinished conversations we couldn't say. Unfinished conversations we couldn't say. Your coffee mug still sits by the sink, like it's waiting for you to come back, I think. Even the air forgot how to breathe since you stopped sitting next to me. I wrote you letters I'll never send, just to feel like we could pretend that somewhere between the truth and lies we didn't say our final goodbyes. And I swear I hear your reply sometimes in the pause between these lines. But just unfinished conversations, lost between love and hesitation. Every word that never reached your lips still lingers in my fingertips. I call your name in pouring rain, like it could wash away the pain. But hearts don't heal the way they say from unfinished conversations we couldn't say. From unfinished conversations that stay. If I could rewrite the moment we broke, I'd pause the silence, give us hope. But time doesn't wait for hearts to mend, it just leaves questions that never to mend. But it never leaves questions that never end. I speak your name into the conversation, hoping it might somehow make it right. But love doesn't end, it just drifts away in unfinished conversations, somewhere between your silence and mine. We talk like we still knew the way, but every word got lost in grey. Your laugh was there, but far away, like you forgot it how to stay. I searched your eyes for what we had, but found a virgin going bad. We became strangers again, no warning, no way to defend. Just two hearts that couldn't pretend we were more than what we'd end. And it hurts more than the pain to become strangers again. We sat in rooms we used to own, but neither one of us felt home. Your hand was close but out of reach, like love forgot its speech. And every silence hit too loud, inside a love we lost somehow. friends. No goodbye, no breaking scene, just fading what we used to mean. And I still don't understand, we became strangers again. Was it slow or was it fast? Did we know it or did we just ignore the signs until we crossed the final line? Now I pass you in my mind like someone I can't redefine. No beginning left to mend, just a memory left to bend in a story without end. And I still don't redefine. We came strangers again, no beginning left to mend, just a memory without end. And I still don't know when we came strangers again. So I walk away in pain. We spoke in whispers under city lights, like love was something we had to hide. Every smile was a secret we stole, trying to make a quiet thing whole. We thought silence meant we were strong, but silence doesn't last that long. We were never loud enough to stay, just soft echoes fading away. No one heard us breaking slow, no one saw us let it go. Now I replay what we couldn't say. We were never loud enough to stay. Your hand in mine felt almost real, like something time couldn't steal. But the world kept pulling us apart, even when we stayed in the dark. We didn't shout, we didn't fight, we just disappeared into the night. We were never loud enough to stay, just quiet love that slipped away. Every promise turned to dust in the space between the two of us. And I still wonder every day, we were never loud enough to stay. Maybe love needs breaking sound to prove it ever was around, but we were just a fading trace, a soft goodbye in empty space. Now even silence feels too loud without you here inside the crowd. We were never loud enough to stay, no dramatic end, no final scene, just what we were in between. And it hurts and loud enough to stay, so I'll keep you in a quieter tone, where broken hearts don't feel alone. But still I wish in some way we didn't break like glass on stone, no sudden crash, no truth unknown, just coffee cooling, less to say, and lovey cooling, less to say, and love that learned to drift away. No one saw it slip and fade, no one asked what we became. This is how it ends when no one notices. Quiet love in small dissolves and closeness missed. No last fight, no final line, just two hearts out of time. And I still don't know what broke us this. This is how it ends when no one notices. We still sat close on crowded nights, but something left your tired eyes, like you were here, but not with me. A fading kind of memory. And I kept thinking it would change, and I kept thinking it would change, but change just didn't know our name. This is how it ends when no one notices. In the spaces where the warmth just slowly slips. No goodbye, no sound at all, just silence taking up the whole. And I'm still standing where you left this. This is how it ends when no one notices. Was it slow or was it fast? I can't tell what moment passed. Maybe endings don't arrive, they just quietly survive. And I replay what we became, like I could somehow stop the change. Not with tears, but empty distances. No one calls it what it is, just a love that quietly quits. And I'm the only one who feels this. This is how it ends when no one notices. So I don't blame the world outside. We used to talk until the sunrise painted gold. Now silence sits between us, heavy, dark and cold. Your eyes don't look at me the way they did before. It's like I'm standing with a ghost I still adore. I tried to find the moment that we changed, but it slipped through me, like rain. When you became a stranger in my arms, everything I knew just fell apart. You were my forever, my safe place. Now I don't even recognize your face. And every I love you feels in danger, since the night you became a stranger. Your voice is just a whisper I don't understand. Like a different language slipping through my hands. We lie side by side, but miles keep growing wide. Two hearts in the dark with nowhere left to hide. I keep reaching out for what we were, but you're already somewhere else. I'm sure. When you became a stranger in my arms, everything I knew just fell apart. You were my forever, my safe place. Now I don't even recognize your face. And every I love you feels in danger, since the night you became a stranger. Did I lose you slowly or all at once? Was it something I did or something I wasn't? I replay every word, every tear, every fight, trying to find where we lost the light. And I'm still here holding on to a love that's already gone. When you became a stranger in my arms, I was left with all these broken parts. You were my forever, my one truth. Now I'm just a memory to you. And every heartbeat feels in danger, since the night you became a stranger. If I could go back, I'd never let you drift. But time took more than I could echo of, and you became a stranger. You said you'd stay until the tides turn back, but even the ocean knows what we lack. Your footprints faded into the shore, like you were never mine before, like you were never mine before. The wind still carries your goodbye across the trembling endless sky, and I stand where the waves collide. With everything I used to hide, you were salt and light and burning blue. Now all I find is loss of you. So I'm standing where the ocean ends, where broken hearts don't try to mend, just swallowed by the rolling deep, where even memories fall asleep. If love was ever meant to be, why did it drift away from me? I'm still calling out your name again where the ocean ends. The water writes what I can't say, then erases it and pulls away, like every promise we once made was just a wave that couldn't stay. I trace your ghost in every swell, in every crash I know too well, and wonder if you hear it too. The sea still sounds like me and you. This distance learned to grow so wide, but distance learned to grow so wide, it pulled the shore from your side. So I'm standing where the ocean ends, where nothing really ever mends, just pieces floating out of reach, like everything you used to teach. I built my hope on shifting sand, still reaching for your vanished hand, but all I hold is salt and wind where the ocean ends. If I dive down deep enough, would I find what we were made of, or just the silence left behind, where love dissolved into the tide? So I'm standing where the ocean ends, still pretending it all depends on one more wave to bring you home. But I've been standing here alone, no compass left, no guiding light, just fading stars in endless night, and every tear I've ever spent where the ocean ends. You drift, I stay, we fade.